Now, for Triple G, first I want to start off with some Triple G weaknesses. I think one of his weaknesses is his defense. And some people try to argue with me saying that that he has a strong defense and an underrated defense. I don't see that. If you look at just this picture, this is from Willie Monroe. Keep in mind, not a big puncher in his most recent fight, and he's eating it flush. Now, the thing in boxing is Triple G's style is his style, and it's to be aggressive. But as a result, this is what happens. He's open for the counters, as you could see in this particular picture. So I have no problem with Triple G fighting the style that he wants to fight, but I'm going to call it how I see. I'm going to call a spade a spade. He gets hit. He's eager to go for the KO, to impose his will, so he gets hit. And a lot of people, some people, the person that was trying to argue with me about Triple G's quote unquote underrated defense, they were saying it's because I guess Triple G he's number three in terms of opponents not throwing punches. Now, I'm going to explain that. And it's not what some people think. Now, some people are going to say, oh, the opponents are not throwing a lot of punches because they're missing, because he's a defensive genius. Yeah. That is absolutely not what the case is. Now, when you look at guys like Guillermo Rigondeaux, you look at guys like Floyd Mayweather Jr., these guys are pretty much known for their defensive prowess. Now, Triple G, in my opinion, doesn't really have a great defense. He's there to be hit, especially based on his style. And again, it's not a problem because you're still getting the victory and you're still getting the job done. It's not like you're getting knocked down and knocked out. But again, I'm going to call it how I see. So again, when you look at guys like Floyd Mayweather, you look at guys like Rigondeaux, they are capitalizing on others' mistakes. They make other people miss. With Triple G, I mean, he's a boxer, so he's not going to take every single punch flush. But as you see in this picture, I mean, he's there to be hit. The thing is that he does have going for him is he's tough. I do think he has a beard, so I think he has a good chin. And he's very aggressive. So if you can't hurt him, then he's going to keep coming, and that's when you have problems. But again, the opponents, a lot of people think because of his defensive prowess, they're not throwing punches because he's causing them to miss. That is a myth. The reason they are not throwing punches, listen carefully, is because Gennady, Triple G Golovkin, has a lot of power. That is another reason. Whereas guys like Mayweather, he makes guys gun shy like Pacquiao, Guerrero, Canelo, based on making a miss and capitalizing on the counterpuncher. Now, Triple G is actually a pretty good counterpuncher, but the reason he reduces opponents to throwing few punches, not because he has an impeccable, crazy defense, it's because, listen carefully, Triple G can crack. He has an immense amount of power, making his opponents gun shy. They're on the ropes. They don't want to get countered. They're trying to protect their head. They're trying to protect their body because he has freakish power, and it reduces the amount of punches that they're willing to throw because it's a gamble to throw those punches with that type of power. They're worried about what's coming back, not because he has a crazy defense. Curtis Stevens did better than a lot of people gave him credit. He actually started backing up Triple G with simple combination and letting his hands go. Look at him. He's in the corner and he backs up Triple G. He lands a punch. He lands a right. Triple G backs up. Look at Triple G's feet right now. Backing up. Takes another step back because Curtis Stevens packs a punch and Triple G felt that. And simple 1-2s. He throws a left. Then he tries to follow up with the right, which Triple G sees and avoids that particular punch. But then watch, he throws a left and catches him. Again, Curtis Stevens has power, and look at Triple G's facial expression. You see his face like, oh shit, okay, he caught me. But again, Triple G has a good chin. Look at that face. He's like, oh, you, nah, I know, good boy, nice punch. Like, he looks pissed that he was getting caught with that. Mr. Defense. Again, Curtis Stevens lets his hands go a bit more, backs up Triple G. This is what you have to do to successfully beat Triple G. And you see Triple G's facial expression tightening up. He's getting pushed back by Curtis Stevens. Again, a guy with some power, with some pop. pushes him back. Now, this is where it gets tricky. If you are unable to successfully hurt Triple G enough, that's where he's dangerous, because I don't think he likes getting hit with all of these punches, and he's going to keep coming forward, keep stalking Predator style, good boy style, and he's going to make you into a good boy if you do not successfully hurt him enough to continue pushing him back. To me, it's like no different than the schoolyard bully. The bully's big and bad, but from what I've seen with Triple G, his weakness is he likes to do the bullying. And it's most fighters that fight like this Predator style, they don't like being pushed back. They can't really fight good off the back foot. They're used to people being afraid of them. They're used to people not backing them down. That's why Curtis Stevens, you notice he had some success in spots, because he's a powerful power puncher and he's small and compact. And when he did let his hands go, he actually got Triple G's respect and backed him up. Versus guys like Willie Monroe, they're unable to do that because they have 6 knockouts on their resume. Guys like Daniel Gill probably just don't have enough pop. Martin Murray doesn't have enough pop. That's why I want to see Triple G step up in his level of competition. Guys like Carl Froch, who, I know he has good power at a higher division. Guys like Peter Quillen, Andy Lee, David Lemieux, Canelo. Somebody who will probably at least have some more firepower. Because again, if you cannot successfully back Triple G up, and he's going to just walk you down. And actually, this is the other catch to Triple G that works into his strength. Not only do you have to be able to back him up, you have to be able to have the endurance or the stamina to continue doing that. But the moment you get tired, or if you get tired from him wearing you down with body shots and the punches that he does land, then you're also in deep water, because you have to continually be able to fight yourself. Like Curtis Stevens, again, one of the people that did the best, he fought himself off the ropes. Gabe Rosado even caught him with the punch that looked like it got Triple G's attention also. However, Gabe Rosado, being a fighter coming from 154, his first fight at 160, long term, I don't think he had enough firepower to continue and continually push Triple G back. That's why Triple G kept coming forward. Rosado already had the cut, and it became a nightmare because Rosado couldn't keep this guy off of him. Now, if you don't mind becoming a good boy, then this part of the video won't interest you. But I'm going to give some tips, some things you definitely can't do. As you see in this picture, Curtis Stevens ran out of steam, taking body shots and punches. You cannot stop pushing Gennady Golovkin back, period. Because he's going to catch up to you. You have to keep moving, keep working, keep pushing him back. Also, you're in for a holy hell if Triple G does not respect your punching power. As you see, Daniel Gill hits him flush. And he's happy. He's like, yeah, I got him. What are you doing? Keep going. What are you doing? Keep going. And he thinks he did something. And Gennady Golovkin has enough wherewithal to return fire. Again, being a good counterpuncher. Gill's not going to like what he just got hit with. And that's what turned out to knock him out. You also can't fight Triple G scared. Look at Marco Antonio Rubio, prime example. Just in a defensive shell, defensive posture. He has the guard up. And I understand the guy has power. However, if you fight him, this is his fight. This is what he wants. He preys on people. Because now, him being a precise puncher, he can pick his shots. You're covering up top at your head. Now he's going to go to the body. If you cover your body, then he's going to go upstairs to the head. He has great punch placement. As you can see right there, he went to the body because Marco Antonio Rubio had a high guard. So again, you have to counter. He's powerful, and you have to deal with that. You signed up for this. But turning your head, look at Rubio's eyes are pointed downward. Like, you're not in position to even see the man in front of you. This is what he likes. Another thing, with this punch, he throws weird angles, like it's a weird trajectory. And he has enough power, because he has this freakish power, that punches like this, they land weird and still hurt people. I've seen him knock people down with jabs. You see Martin Murray, high guard. Gennady Golovkin, like a true vet, goes to the body. Now, if you get hit to the body flush by a moderate puncher, trust me, it hurts. it can knock the wind out of you. But you're getting killed to the body by a vicious puncher. So you don't want your body open like that. As you can see in this clip, Gennady Golovkin just strafes his body, and I mean, you're asking for trouble when you're in there with a vicious puncher and you're allowing him to tattoo your body like that. It becomes an uphill battle at that particular point. Again, if you get punched by a light puncher, body shots can take a lot out of you. So imagine getting hit by a guy who hits like a mule.